Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the road today, looking for another way to ease my mind and hold my living. The Marcus Pires Show! Driving next to me. Oh, Joanne, what are we doing over here? That was quite an intro from Joanne. Joanne puts on her big boy voice. 2023. How's everybody doing out there? Welcome, day 1,698 in a row. We're just about to eclipse 1,700 days in a row live to the world, affecting a positive change in a time where they don't want you to be positive. But I'll continue to be positive. I'll continue to lift you up into the light and play songs for you live in the moment. How about that? If you guys have any covers you want to hear, I probably don't know them, but I'll try my best, so throw them on in there. And remember, this show is live every single night, so make sure you subscribe. Make sure you ding the bell. Make sure you comment here, because we're about to get in. I'm sitting on the first drum for guitar players. This is it. It's called the BeatSeat. First drum you can kick. You're kicking it while you play. The BeatSeat. You got to go with something to live for. The thing sounds ridiculous. So we're going to play it like we do every single night. You can order yours at BeatSeat.rocks. And remember, guys, sharing is caring. The more people that join, the more opportunity there is for us all to be feeling better when this is over. I have a couple of things you guys know. The BeatSeat guitar, I built it, and it still has to be kind of like tweaked, so we're rolling with it. You know what I mean? We're rolling with it. We have a Matt Zabrowski woohoo coming at you, so make sure you don't go anywhere. I'm trying to get this tuned, so while we do it, we could do it right. I'm looking for the first cover song to come in, or band, artist. Make sure you pop it into the chat. I'm going to make a decision in a moment as soon as I tune this puppy. Something to live for, something to die for. This is a killer tune. Let's get to it. I need more. Something to die for. Oh, won't you give me more? Hey, so many perfect ways to spend your days. It hit me. Oh, wow. There's something to live for. There's something to die for. Yeah. There's something to live for. There's something to die for. Yeah. There's something to live for. Matt Zabrowski doing the overtime version of a point. Just gonna hold it. I was just holding it there for you, Zabrowski, so you could bring it to us. The woo-hoo. He did it. He did it all right. Yeah, this thing's going to need to be getting... It needs to go to the shop. My brother Peter Lucibelli. I got to get him to go in there and give it a 1-2 Magoo. That's what we call it. going to start with fireworks. Let's go with it. Oh, let's see. Top cover songs. Let's just do that. Let's see what comes up. And we're going to try to play some of them. Hallelujah. Fire. Hurt. Ooh, that's a good song. I've never played that. Respect. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Torn. Torn. I forget how it sort of goes. All Along the Watchtower, we've rocked that. Tainted Love. Tainted Love. I Love Rock and Roll. That's a good one. Grace, I don't know. I don't know that one. Labor of Love. Garage. No, I don't know that. Nothing Compares to You. I could do that one. Maybe. I don't know. Nothing Compares to You. Who is that? Oh, it's Prince. We could do that one. I Will Always Love You. That's a little something. Blinded by the Light. All right, we're going to play at least one of these songs here. Let's see. Let's try Tainted Love, just because it's a cool tune. Never, ever played before. I'm only remembering what it sounded like when I was a kid. Let's see if anything comes up. Is it Soft Cell? I think so. Come on, dude. You want to open? Are. Hold on. Okay. That's just there. You hear that? Definitely got to get this worked out. I don't know how it goes, guys. We're not going to play this one because I can't even think there's like 9 changes and I don't know how it goes. So let's just play one. Nothing Compares to You. Let's try that one next. You know, what are we doing here? We're going to play something that I can play already. Yeah? Like Jeff Buckley's Hallelujah, because I don't know how to play these other songs. Never played them. But we'll give it a shot. Buckley style. On the BeatSeat guitar that I just built. I'm just not going to mess around because the intonation's off right now. I will get it worked out fully, but I don't want to mess up this song. I want to play it. Sorry about the sound you're about to hear, but it happens from time to time. Sometimes you get it, you know? All right, Fender, get back over here. Tried and true. We know what you can do. We've been here with you from the beginning. Why am I dropping frames tonight? What's the story with that? This will be better. Just for this. Heard there was a secret chord they played to please the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, and the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 faith is strong, you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair, she broke your throne, she cut your hair, and from the lips she drew hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Baby, I've been here before. Seen this room, I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. I seen you flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march. It's a cold, it is a broken hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. There's a time you let me know what's really going on below, but now you never show that to me, do you? Remember when I moved in on you? The holy dove was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. there's a God above, but all I've ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. It's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 So I have to, let's see if this works. So last time we tried this, it didn't work. But I'm having issues with the kids. You know, sometimes they just don't want to freaking sleep. And then you just want to throw an elbow. I'm going to, let's see. Let's see. I just can't get enough of this one if it works. Let's see. Let's just try. So guys, I'm going to just roll into the middle of this because you guys, enough of you have seen this, so I'm just going to get in here and give you a little tea. All right, here we go. Hey, look, I'll see you up there on the mountain. It's not really a mountain though, right? Was it Canada? Were you in Canada? All right. No, that sounds good. I'll see you in Canada. Like, so, I can't do this one. You got to go back and watch this part if you want to. It's freaking ridiculous, but I can't. And this is probably the better part anyway. Okay. You need to see my references? Look, go on the website. There's plenty of testimonials there. Right? But look, I want to explain something to you. You need my services, you got to friggin' pay up front. That's how we work here. Oh, you got another one of those situations, huh? Got to get rid of her. I get it. Let me ask you, like, how long has that been going on? No, I mean like the where you want to get rid of her situation. Oh, it's recent. Well, look, just remember, this is non-reversible. You call me in, put me in the game. I come over there. She's walking out likely to slap you, or she's likely to just never speak to you again, no matter what. So just make sure you're ready to move forward and move out. You know what I mean? Okay, no, that's fine. $1,500, you could crypto it over. Those will be full Bitcoin. So you have to do a full, or you have to do 12 Ethereum or 1 trillion BB poo-poo. That'll work as well. Those things are the same equivalent. No, sorry guys, I'm throwing you for a left hook on this. I know it's like, you can't do that because everybody sucks. Like, you know, but I'm doing it anyway. All right? I don't really care. Doing it. I'm down it, Joanne. Joanne, where is it, though, when I say I'm doing it? Like, where is it? Let's see. I'll find it. You guys are going to appreciate this. Trust me. Much more than you were about to appreciate Three's Company, the breakup artist. It's quite hilarious, but at the end of the day, guys, I think it's important that we bang biggity boo it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. Where is it, though? You know? Ooh, maybe it's in this section. Guys, I'm sorry. You're going to just have to wait, because this is a good one. You're gonna want to get this and be like, I saw it. And yeah, you could probably see it, but like the problem is they don't let you find it. Yeah. So if you want to see it, you better look. Why can't I find... Oh, wait. This is at least giving me... Nothing? You know, I guess I'm just not going to be able to find it for you guys. I wanted to, you know. Was it here? I think it's here. I got it! You know, I think sometimes you nail it. Sometimes you nail it. And you wind up right where you want to be. I hope you enjoy. It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio, but we're going to take this to Donald Trump for episode 14 of The Donald Trump Show.
Welcome and thank you for joining me on episode 14 of The Donald Trump Show. Tonight we're talking about poison again. That's right. Don't drink the poison. Also, don't eat any food prepared by poison. Everything she touches turns to poison. Anyway, I've got some amazing clips for you today of Poison. We're going to see her in action again. She's a terrible human being. Take a look at this one, for example.
Do you think that it is time for Vice President Biden to address this head-on himself?
Now, before we get started, you remember how they treated Trump, right? You remember how they treated Kavanaugh when he was trying to be nominated? They stepped all over the man's life, his dignity, his integrity. But this Poison's talking about Sleeps Over Joe like he's walks on water, really. Take a listen.
Well, I have great sympathy for any women who bring forth an allegation. I'm a big, strong supporter of the Me Too movement. I think it's been made a great contribution to our country.
Oh, well, this is great. So we should have a really great endorsement by Nancy Pelosi to support this Tara Reid with her allegations. Let's hear what Pelosi has to say.
And I do support Joe Biden. I'm satisfied with how he has responded. I know him. I was proud to endorse him on Monday.
So let me get this straight. The reporter asks you what you think about Sleep Sofa Joe being accused of rape, sexual abuse, and you're satisfied? What? This is not right, Nancy, no.
Very proud to endorse him.
Whoa, look, everybody, it's Proud Paloisen.
And so I'm satisfied with that.
So let me get this straight, Nancy. Because you put your 37 pounds behind Sleep Sofa Joe, you now no longer believe anybody who accuses Sleep Sofa of wrongdoings because you threw your weight behind Sleep Sofa Joe. I just want to make sure that people know what you stand for. 30, maybe 36 pounds, I don't know.
I mean, he hasn't, to be clear, he hasn't addressed it. His campaign has addressed it, but he has not directly addressed it. Should he directly, publicly address it?
Did you see? She looks like a deer in headlights. Okay, you guys ready for your first spin class with Nancy Pelosi? I hope you brought your mats. Lay 'em out. Here we go.
You know, it's a matter that he has to deal with, but I am impressed with the people who worked for him at the time saying they absolutely never heard one iota of information about this. Nobody ever brought forth a claim or had anybody else tell them about such a claim.
Oh, that's great, Nancy. Thank goodness that the people that work for Sleep Sofa Joe said they've never heard an iota. Any inkling, you say, of anything that Joe, Sleep Sofa, Bumbling Biden ever did wrong?
But again, we have an important election at hand.
And there it is. The true colors come out from Pelosi. They don't care what Biden has done wrong. They just want to beat Trumper that bad. Rape, smelling little girls' hair, stealing speeches, whatever. Oh, fake civil rights guy, too, forgot. They'll say whatever they can to undercut the Trump.
One that is, I think, one of the most important ones that we've had. We say that every election, but I think this one is the most crucial.
So crucial that you'll forget about your support for the Me Too movement. You really are Pelosi, Nancy. You know that, right?
And I supported him because he's a person of great values, integrity, authenticity.
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing here right now. She said values, integrity, and authenticity. Are you sure you're speaking about Sleep Sofa Joe?
Imagination.
There you go again, Pelosi. Imagination? You're kidding, right? This is Sleep Sofa Joe. He's been in office for 44 years and done absolutely nothing. He can imagine what it would be like to actually accomplish something, I guess.
And a connection to the American people.
You must be kidding, Nancy, right? Sleep Sofa Joe is currently looking for a connection to reality.
He understands the kitchen table issues of America's working families.
Okay, 1 out of 2. He probably knows what a kitchen table is. I'll give him that much.
He's the personification of hope.
Joe Biden is the personification of dope.
And optimism for our country, and I was proud to endorse him. And America needs a person like Joe Biden with his integrity.
Remember that this entire interview took place because Joe Biden was accused of raping a woman. And she's standing by his integrity.
His integrity and his vision for the future.
I'm very confused by this one. Looking into the future, vision. Sleep Sofa Joe has a hard enough time looking into the next hour. Never mind days, weeks, and years ahead. This is not a condition that gets better. It only gets worse. Look, I want to thank you for tuning in to episode 14 of the Donald Trump Show. Pelosi Part 2. You know, she's basically the Crypt Keeper, right? I keep wondering if they're going to do Tales from the Crypt 2. I have the perfect typecast character for you. Her name is Nancy Pelosi. We call her Pelosi. And I'm sure you can find her online under The Devil's Best Friend. I'll see you tomorrow on the next Donald Trump Show.
It's Hamill and Jameson live from the studio. We're joined by Donald Trump for episode 15 of the Donald Trump Show.
Thank you for joining me. Episode 15, the Donald Trump Show. Today we go back to bumbling Biden. That's right, Sleeps Over Joe. I got a doozy for you tonight. Check this out.
We can't ensure our future is made in America, with American good paying union jobs here at home.
Okay, wait a minute. I've been saying America first for like 4 years. And I'm called a racist, a xenophobe, etc. But Sleep Sofa Joe says it. And everyone's like, oh my goodness, look, Sleepy Joe. He's a genius. Wow. Honestly, if he doesn't fall asleep on camera, he's going to beat me. But he's going to fall asleep on camera. Just wait for it, people.
Here at home, making it in America.
Bumbler, here at home would be made in America. I think he may have said that because Sleepy Joe also owns a piece of land in the Ukraine.
These are the most critical investments we can make for the long-term health and vitality of both the American economy and the physical health and safety of the American people.
So, Sleepy, you had 44 years in the Senate, 8 years as the vice president, and now when you're not in office, you're taking my ideas and pretending that they're your ideas?
Even if we weren't facing a pandemic and an economic crisis, we should be making these investments anyway.
Look, Sleep Sofa, you could say what you want, but you sound like a bumbling idiot at this point. You were in there for 8 years. Do you want me to keep saying it? I will.
To power a clean energy revolution in this country, we need to modernize America's infrastructure.
That's right. You wouldn't have been able to modernize our infrastructure in the 80s when you were vice president. You were just vice president 4 years ago, moron.
Despite this overwhelming need, this president and the Republican Congress have simply failed to act.
Okay, so critique coming from a guy who's been hiding in his basement since he left office at 16. He was in his basement pre-coronavirus. You know that, right?
Thousands, actually tens of thousands.
How many?
Thousands, actually tens of thousands.
Wow, that's a lot, Joe.
There's no other way of saying it.
Well, for Joe Biden, you're right. There's only one way of saying it. The Sleep Sofa way.
Donald Trump promised a big infrastructure bill when he ran in 2016.
I have massive plans for this country, but the Democrats have not made it easy.
Seems like every few weeks, when he needs a distraction from the latest charges of corruption in his staff or the conviction of high-ranking members of administration and political apparatus, the White House announces, quote, it's Infrastructure Week.
Sleep Sofa, I have to tell you, I think you should just stop running. Because every time you have a gaffe, or every time you say something super racist, the media starts a race war, or they totally flip it. Oh, he raped someone? Let's talk about how much integrity he has.
But he's never delivered.
Way to go, Joe. Let's find the 1 or 2 things I couldn't do in the first 4 years, and let's make a big deal out of it.
He's never really even tried.
I have to say, Sleepy, the Sleeps Over Joe is hilarious. Partly for the goofy things he says with a straight face, but then look at what he said there. I haven't tried. I don't try. Are you kidding me? I sleep like 3 hours a day. I don't get paid for my job. And I get crapped on all day by you fake news morons. And you say I don't try.
Well, I know how to get it done.
The only thing that Sleep Sofa Joe knows how to get done is putting his head on a pillow and taking a nap. That he can get done every single day, afternoon, night. Look, I've got to go, but I'll see you tomorrow on the next Donald Trump show.
Hamill and Jameson introducing episode 16 of the Donald Trump Show, The Gates to Evil.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me on episode 16 of the Donald Trump Show. Today we're talking about Dr. Evil. That's right, Bill Gates, Fauci. They're all in it together. And I think you'll be surprised when you see Vladimir Putin in the mix. and even George Soros. So we're going to get into it now. Let's take a look at the first piece.
Dr. Evil, are you there? Well, hi, Bill Gates. How are you? Do you have a second to talk? Yep, I'm here in the evil lair right now. I heard about all your work on the vaccines. Quite promising. Hold on. Put you on speakerphone. So tell me, what's the latest, Bill? Look, we have to get our vaccines in order if we want to try to stop the spread of the coronavirus. And consequently, I own all of the patents and I have all of the companies that are actually going to provide the vaccines. And Moderna, you may have heard of, that's actually my company. I'm going to be the one who makes all the money at the end. But we have to do it. It's going to kill a lot of people, and it's going to put a lot of more money in my pocket to be the shelf effect, where everybody else dies and I get everything. I'm going to try to take over the world, is really the plan here.
Look, Bill, that's usually what we do here at Evil Headquarters. I'm frickin' Dr. Evil. Anyway, how could I help?
Well, it looks like I've got everybody lined up and ready for the big reveal. They're all afraid. They're at home quarantined, and they're not sure if it's safe to go outdoors. So they're ready for the takedown.
Yeah, I get it. You want to take over the world.
People are starting to understand that I have an ulterior motive, and it's financially based, it's population reduction based, and they don't like it. And I just want to try to find out how to do it successfully like you did.
I don't have time to give you the ins and outs.
Do you have any tips or suggestions that you can give me?
Well, Bill, fear seems low. I would release the murder hornets.
Well, I really appreciate your advice, Dr. Evil. I know you've gone through this before.
I do take over the world at least once a month.
I think it's very important that we do this the right way.
The right way is the only way.
If we do it correctly from the beginning, then I'm going to be the leader of the world.
Look, Bill, I'm going to be honest with you. What's yours is mine. I'm just going to do it all myself. I already released the murder hornets. Don't open your windows. Frankly, I was shaken by the images. I could not believe it when I had this YouTube video sent to me. These things are going on behind the Trumpers' back. And I don't like it. No. We're going to stop the Dr. Evil. We're going to stop Bill Gates. He's not even a freaking doctor. You know that, right? He's not a doctor. Doesn't even play a doctor on TV. He just pretends. He walks around, puts a stethoscope on, I think, when he's at home. Melinda, look, I've got a stethoscope on. I'm a doctor. No, you're not. You're just a stupid billionaire. Well, look, let's keep going. Let's see what these morons are up to.
Number 2, get me Bill Gates.
Dr. Evil. Bill Gates is on the evil monitor.
Bill, it's Dr. Evil. Oh, hi, Dr. Evil. How are you?
I'm doing great, Bill.
So glad to get you on the line again.
I think it's about time we release our secret weapon. Can you get him on the line, number 2?
Dr. Evil. Call on the evil monitor.
Dr. Fauci. It's Dr. Evil.
Hello, Dr. Evil.
Look, Fauci, we need you to continue pushing the narrative. If we want them to take the vaccine, they need to be scared.
So we need the public to believe that they're in danger. And the only one who's in control of that right now is Dr. Fauci.
Well, we have to be very careful. Can't let the president know what we're doing. Look, we need to continue to push fear. If we want them to take the vaccine, we're going to have to pretend that they need it.
So I'm going to get onto every network station, and I'm going to continue to push the narrative.
I'm thinking about deploying the murder hornets. We should probably be searching for a murder hornet vaccine as we speak. This sounds like a great idea, Dr. Fauci. Get on it, and I'll see you guys soon.
Just remember, keep me apprised. Wait, no, hold on, I'm not done.
We're going to have to continue to act stealth with this mission.
One more thing.
Don't forget our mantra. We all need vaccines.
That we all need vaccines. And I will eventually take over the world.
See, this is the agenda of the New World Order, run by Bill Gates, President Xi-Hole. They drop a virus, I call it the Fluhan, on the world. They cripple the global economic system. They put everybody in quarantine. They gotta wear a mask. You can't go out without a mask. And everybody's still fine. The death rate's like the frickin' flu. And they say everybody must get a vaccine. Look, I'll tell you what. I'm Donald J. Trump, and I won't be getting a vaccine. You've got an immune system for a reason. You don't need an immunity like a vaccine made by people like Fauci. They just are trying to line their pockets with dollar bills, y'all. So take a look at this last clip. Kinda pisses me off. He called me on pocket dial. You'll see, take a look.
Number 2, get me Bill Gates on the evil monitor.
Dr. Evil, Bill Gates, is on the evil monitor.
Well, hi, Dr. Evil. How are you? So glad to speak to you. I'm just here talking to the press right now. Is there something I could do for you?
Oh, Donald, I'm sorry. This is actually a pocket dial. I'm gonna have to call you back.
Okay, Dr. Evil.
Number 2! That was too freaking close, number 2.
I'm sorry, Dr. Evil. Bill Gates on the evil monitor.
Hi, Bill. It's Dr. Evil. How are you? Hi, Dr. Evil. How are you?
I'm good, Bill. Are we still on track to take over the world?
So Dr. Fauci went on the front lines again today and told people they need to do even more extensive social distancing. They need to stay away from each other more. We have to develop the vaccine before too many people die, and then we won't be able to make all of that money.
And what does Fauci have to say about it?
I'm going to try to get Dr. Fauci on right now. Dr. Fauci, are you there?
Bill, how are you?
It's Bill and Dr. Evil, and he's on the evil monitor with us.
Dr. Evil. Gentlemen, the fear-mongering's not working. You're going to have to find a different strategy. I'm getting very nervous about this, Dr. Evil. I think I may back out of this entire thing if we don't bring the vaccine to market next week. I'm out.
Take a breath real quick, Dr. Fauci, because we're almost there. All right, we put all the money out there. We have the patents, and we have everybody at home right now. So all you have to do is continue the narrative.
The president is starting to become suspicious of Fauci.
Dr. Fauci, we really need you to come through for us here.
Look, the president is smarter than he pretends to be.
Fauci, failure is not an option here.
I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I will not take a fall for 2 megalomaniacs.
Okay, I think I've heard enough. Excuse me. Yes, release the murder hornets. Yes, Bill Gates' house and Dr. Fauci's. That's right. Yep, thank you. Okay, yep, fantastic. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I just can't stand you anymore.
Look, I have to thank MAGA lover QAnon 1984 for sharing these 3 videos with... Oh, wait a second, I'm getting in my ear that we have one more for you. Hold on one moment. Let's get to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the scene is set. Number 2.
Dr. Evil, Vladimir Putin's on the phone.
Dr. Evil, it's Vladimir. I have the news.
Well, it's really good to have you on the line, Vladimir. I'm so glad that our plan is working.
Right now is good mission. Is an American run.
Look, all I want you to know, Vladimir, is that we have to put the pressure on. More cities.
They riot in the street. Good.
Now to part 2, our secret weapon. You know who I'm talking about. Let's get him on the line.
Dr. Evil, George Soros is on the line.
George.
Dr. Evil.
What's the deal?
Can I play too?
What you got going on over there? Give us the scoop.
I want to play.
Let me put you on speaker. Yep, here we go. What do you got, George?
I'll put money in as well, and we could take over the solar system. We have to find a way to stabilize Donald Trump as well. Bring Trump Walker to me. I will turn him, or I will destroy him. You know, I have to say, I did not expect to see George Soros turn into Emperor Palpatine. Who knew? Who knew that Emperor Palpatine was really George Soros? Typecast. Typecast, really. I heard he also played Jabba the Hutt. They didn't really even need to use any makeup. Look, the one thing I'll tell you about Donald J. Trump is I keep my friends close, but I keep my enemies closer. I'm gonna call Dr. Evil right now. That's right. We're gonna have a conversation about all of these videos because I don't like when people come after the Trump.
Hold on, people. The phone is ringing. Number 2.
Dr. Evil, there's a call on the evil monitor. It's Donald Trump.
Thank you, number 2. Hi, Donald. It's Dr. Evil. How are you?
Dr. Evil, you're live right now on the Donald Trump Show.
Oh, really? Okay, hold on one second. Let me put you on speaker. What can I do for you, Donald?
You're actually the subject of episode 16 of the Trump Show, and I just found 4 videos, quite incriminating. And before I send them to the high courts, I just wanted to see if you have anything you'd like to say.
Well, Donald, simply put, I'm freaking Dr. Evil.
Look, Dr. Evil, you know, we've had a pretty good working relationship in the past, but that all comes to an end now. Next time you think you could take advantage of the Trumper, just get ready for a steaming pile of rockets all over your face. I'm gonna drop them all over your evil compound, wherever it is.
I wish you lots of luck on your search, Donald.
We're gonna find you, Dr. Evil. I'm going to find you.
Look, Donald, I really don't care how you feel. Sorry.
Perhaps if I tell you about the newest technology we're gonna use to take you out in your compound, would that interest you, Dr. Evil?
No matter what tech you have, Donald, you get... Hello? Donald? Number 2! He hung up again, motherfucker!
It's Harold and Jameson live with episode 17 of the Donald Trump Show.
Thank you for joining me on episode 17 of the Donald Trump Show. Tonight we talk about Facebook and how much it sucks, right? I mean, seriously, Zuckerberg. I gave him every opportunity to do the right thing. But he keeps censoring the conservative point of view. Look, if you're going to censor everybody. Let's take a look at some of these clips and see what's going on out there.
You have previously given testimony to the Congress saying that there is not editorial manipulation that disadvantages conservatives.
So wait, so you're telling me that Mark Zuckerberg told Congress that he does not censor conservative content? That is laughable, really, right?
Just like in the case of Google, there have been whistleblowers from Facebook that not only have offered evidence indicating your testimony was not truthful, but there's even video that suggests that content moderators that you employ are out there disadvantaging conservative content.
You ever seen Mark Zuckerberg sweat before? Watch this.
I'm wondering if you are familiar with the experiences of Zach McElroy and Ryan Hartwig, 2 people who participated in Facebook content review.
Ah, friend of the Real Talk Show, Ryan Hartwig. Look, if you want to hear the real scoop about Zucks, you should check out the 3 times that Ryan was on the Real Talk Show. Anyway, let's see what else is here.
And what is your response to the very damning video evidence and the testimony from them that the culture that you lead within Facebook is one that disadvantages conservatives and leads to content manipulation?
Now that is a question I would like the answer to.
I'm somewhat familiar with the concerns that they've raised. As I've said, we aim to be a platform for all ideas.
Is Zuckerberg out of his freaking mind? What is he talking about? The last thing that you are is a platform for all ideas.
We got into this because we want to give everyone a voice.
Everybody gets a voice. Unless you disagree with Mark Zuckerberg's political leanings, of course.
I certainly do not want our platforms to be run in a way that has any ideological bias.
An ideological bias? Are you serious? You know you Zuck, right? I mean, you 100% are biased against me. You're biased against anybody who loves America.
And I want people to be able to discuss a range of issues.
A range of issues that you choose, right, Zucks?
When people raise concerns like that, we do look into them to make sure that that everyone in our operation is behaving and upholding the standards that we would like.
So basically you're saying that everything's going to plan.
I know that we have ongoing training in what we do.
I think what we're trying to tell you is that your training sucks.
I'm concerned that the content review does reflect the values of the company, but those values don't in fact give everyone a voice. They prejudice against certain content.
Matt Gaetz with the left hook.
It seems disingenuous for you to suggest that these videos come out that are very damning, that show the people that you trust with content moderation admitting on video that they disadvantage conservatives, that they label people who support the president as a way to push down their content and limit the reach of that content.
Just like the way you've been holding down the Real Talk show. You don't like it when they push the Trumper. Look, you can't stop the Trump.
For you to then come to us many months later after that was all over the news and the internet and say, well, you know, you'll get back to us and you do a little training, it seems to suggest that you don't take these allegations and this evidence very seriously.
Is it me, or does Mark Zuckerberg look like an Antifa guy right now? Look at that look in his eyes. He doesn't like being told what to do.
Would you at least be willing to acknowledge, based on the irrefutable evidence before us that you don't seem to have investigated, that it is possible that at Facebook, your employees do have the power to disadvantage conservative viewpoints, and that they in fact have used that power in ways that we need to root out?
Oh my, Zuckerberg's got his hand in the cookie jar.
Congressman, my testimony in the past and today is about what our principles are as a company and what we try to do.
What you're trying to do is steal an election from Trump.
And when you fire people as a consequence of their politics...
Wait, what?
Do you think that that impacts the culture and perhaps empowers some of the content moderators to also treat people worse as a consequence of their politics?
I'm not aware of any case where we have fired someone on behalf of their politics, and I would say that that would be an inappropriate thing for us to do.
Now, I have it on good authority that they got rid of Ryan for his political leanings as well, but let's listen in to what Matt Gaetz has to say here.
Why did you fire Palmer Luckey?
I can
Palmer
assure
Luckey's
you that it was
NDA
not.
with you, I only have 10 seconds, but Palmer Luckey's NDA with you doesn't allow him to talk to anyone except government officials. I'm a government official. I've seen the messages where you have specifically directed Mr. Luckey to make statements regarding his politics for the benefit of your companies.
I'm pretty sure that's a no-no, right?
So I think both in the case of these content moderators and in the case of the testimony you just gave regarding Mr. Luckey and firing people over their politics, there is serious question as to whether or not you're giving truthful testimony here or whether it's lying before Congress. I see my time's expired and I'll yield back.
Bravo! Mr. Gaetz, you have arrived. I can't believe what I just heard. You took Zucks down. Almost like you're a billionaire. Maybe one day you'll be a billionaire, at least 120 millionaire like Pelosi. I don't know. Anyway, look, let's see if there's anything else here.
We certainly try to do this in a way that is neutral to all viewpoints. We want to be a platform for all ideas.
Is that Mark Zuckerberg or Mark Zuckerbat? We're a platform for all, for people to have a voice, everyone but Trump.
I don't think you build a social product with the goal of giving people a voice if you don't believe that people being able to express a wide variety of things is ultimately valuable for the world. And we try to make sure that our policies and our operations ultimately reflect and carry that out.
Then how could you ever censor the Trump when you know the world values everything that I say?
In terms of the people setting the policies, I think it is valuable to have people with a diversity of viewpoints involved so we can make sure that we have the different viewpoints represented in the policy development process.
Guys, look, it's Diversity Mark.
And we also consult with a number of outside groups whenever we develop new policies to make sure that we're taking into account all perspectives.
Are you kidding me? That sounds like something that he just made up.
I mean, you said you reach out to outside groups. Can you think of one conservative outside group that you reach out to and use as a content moderator?
I have to say, this guy's fantastic. His line of questioning gets right to the heart of it.
Congressman,
Did you hear that? Yeah, you're caught out, Mark. I'll tell you, this should be the trial of Mark Zuckerberg.
Real quickly, can you briefly explain the approval process for third-party fact checkers and how many fact checkers does Facebook employ?
We work with about 70 fact-checking partners around the world, and the goal of the program is to limit the distribution of viral hoaxes, so things that are clearly false.
So you're not doctors, but you feel you could censor any doctor who talks about success that they're having on coronavirus. I think that's an overstep of your powers there, Zuckerdick.
We don't ourselves want to be in the business of determining what is true and what is false. That feels like an inappropriate role for us to play.
Says the guy who's playing that role. Look, I have a feeling we're gonna have a part 2 of Facebook Zucks, so stay tuned. And I'll see you tomorrow on the next Donald Trump show. Have a great night.
Certificates are available at the box office. Thanks for helping us keep the theater clean.
Oh, yeah.
As you exit the auditorium, please deposit litter in trash receptacles in the lobby.
Keeping it clean. Keeping it clean. What's going on with the screen? You know what I'm saying, Joanne? You know what I mean. Guys, we're here. What a show. When you get episodes of The Trump Show, back to back to back, I'll drop the entire 36 on you, 37 on you, if you want. Who wants to see the whole thing back to back? 4 hours and 13 minutes. It's a saga. The Trump Saga. Ooh, that's even better than The Trump Show. The Trump Saga. I want to thank you guys for being here with me. I'm going to say goodnight to you now, so... Sorry, I had to run and take care of the kids. Still up. Like, what, are we kidding me? You know, Andrew O'Neill, John McMullen in the house. I'm so glad to see you, my brother. Kill it and grill it. You know, kill it and grill it. You and John together, you know, he supplies the meat. Yeah, the Outback. They got all kinds of, you know, live game for you to hunt. Kill it and grill it. He's out there. Sure, he uses a bow and arrow, you know, old school. Then hatchets the head. That's kill it. You know, we get it, buddy. We get it. Pamela Swan, S. Coop in the house. Thank you, S. Coop, for supplying links to everybody. Guys, remember, please hit the like. Please leave a comment after the show. And if you haven't subscribed yet, which I don't think that's an accurate thing, there's nobody here that... Everybody here has been here. You guys are awesome. But subscribe and hit that friggin' bell. You know what I mean? What's that? No, Joanne, nobody really gives a crap what you're thinking. Yeah, tell them to hit the bell for me. Nobody wants to hit the bell for you, Joanne. And that wheeze. Yeah. Anyway, guys, until tomorrow, Wharton Fissel, we have liberty of freedom for Jedka S. Cope, Pamela Swan, Killer and Grilla, John McMullen, and Andrew O'Neill. We're going to do it again tomorrow, and Joanne's going to also be here. Dang it. But we'll still have fun. Until tomorrow. Joanne, want to say goodnight? Joanne!